That's crazy. So he wrote a poem about it?
Some kind of, like, I think an ode doesn't have to rhyme. I wrote 7 runs, and then I crossed them and hated the order of Dry Clean Express. They wanted to be the first. Oh, yeah.
I don't think so. I think we don't.
I think they tell you guys to say, I don't know what Good, that's good. Because it goes out, You see what I did? And then you got my phone number.
Oh, yeah, I was going to.
Yeah.
So how long your dog has been dead?
Oh, he went about February, I think. And his legs were going bad, like he was starting to trip up, like, shut up. When he went up the steps, he's a golden retriever, so
It's the way you describe
it
it.
runs in the family. Well, I have that problem, making jokes to handle it. But so we had 3 steps going up, and he like get his paws up, but the back legs are the ones that have they have dysplasia. So the way you can tell, like if you're getting a puppy, well, neither of his parents did, so I tried. But what happens is instead of their back legs going like that, they go bunny hop. It's funny to see them do it. They're like, and they're running regular in the front and hopping in the back. But then it just got over time. Well, that's what makes me mad, because if a baby gets congenital hip dislocation, dysplasia is kind of different than dislocation. You have a ball and socket. Everybody knows the ball, and you've got like a socket and this sort of ball, but it's very shallow. So there's some babies whose legs are in. The way it's dislocated is to turn it in and push it up, and that'll pop it out.
Right.
I know, because that happened to me in the car accident. It was very uncomfortable, because they couldn't put it back in until they found out how many fractures I had. It was scaring me out very much. Oh, it's horrible. Horrible. And then I had another one 10 years later. A drunk driver on the Chesapeake Bridge. But anyway, on a baby, if the baby gets it, like where it keeps popping out, they will put like triple diapers. Yeah, like cross diapers, like, or whatever. So his legs are out and they can't pop out, and the pressure is going onto the bone to make the bone make a dome for the socket. You know what I mean? And I'm like, why don't they got triple diapers for dogs? They got diapers for dogs, girl, period. They do. Like because when a dog goes in sickness for 3 weeks, and they get little drops of blood here and there, you don't notice much, but
I think that's much.
it adds up a while. And what they do, they buy this little thing that goes up all around their legs, and it has a place for their tail, so they can feel the poo-poo, but they can't see. But they can pick, because their peak is a little higher. It's like away from the rest of the stuff.
Right.
But not too high, so it's pretty low peak coat on it. But anyhow, so he died at age 14. I only think he lived that last year because he had a poodle. I got a new poodle for my old one who died on the bridge in this accident that hurt my leg. But she was 12 and I was thinking she's going to die in 2 years. Some live till they're 14 or whatever, but some little dogs live till they're 17. 3 years. That's the average Great Dane.
That's not long, is it?
No, they're mutants. But the funniest life cycle is a hamster. My son was breeding hamsters, so we had the teddy bear hamsters. They're black and they just look like little bears. So he's very gifted and retarded, and he's socially awful. Asperger's syndrome. They call it AS. It's like autism, but not quite as bad. But you can tell something's not quite right because he doesn't give you the regular talking, you know, more inclined to be negative, or else all his interesting information, and if you interrupt, let me talk. But so he could smell when they were having babies. The first time it happened, he got these. The second time he said, she's going to have her baby tonight, I smell it. And she did. But the funniest thing was, his father, we brought a father and had to order a female. They were about $15 each. Getting rid of them hard. So, yeah, then she fell back to the pet store and paid for food. But anyway, so the father starts like losing some of his hair. He's 10 months old, and they have 2 litters now. He's losing some of his hair, and we're like, what's the matter? It's kind of turning gray, so we looked it up in the book. That was how he learned to read, like looking in things like video game books, Game Informer, that, you know, I wasn't complaining. So we looked it up in the book, and it said it was the beginning of old age. And we were like, get out! Him and me, you know, like, what a short life cycle. It's a high-speed life cycle, you know. And there's only one scene next time, but on the end of Margaret. But so they only lived 1.5 years.
That's a waste of money. That's a waste of money.
Well, not really, because you're sick of them.